Hello, first graders. The first thing you do is always the same. Pick up your pencil and write your name. This week, we worked with compound words and closed syllables. Remember that a syllable is a word or a part of a word with one vowel sound. A syllable can be pushed out in one breath. Your chin will usually drop just a little bit with each syllable in a word. We have learned about closed syllables, and closed syllables have one vowel followed by a consonant, and that vowel sound will be short, as in a, I, eh, ah, We can combine two closed syllables to make longer words. When these longer words are made up of two smaller words, we can call them compound words. So our first set of words today will focus on compound words, two separate words put together. Our second set of words, 4 through 6, will deal with closed syllables. So when we put closed syllables together, we can make longer words. Just make sure that you're aware that sometimes the vowels in the closed syllables may have the schwa sound, that really relaxed sound, and that one syllable is often stressed and held on to longer than the other one. So just keep those things in mind, and let's go ahead and begin. For the first word, please write the word cannot, the compound word cannot. So I used a syllable break apart stick here, or the compound word break apart stick, so you can start with the first part of the word, can and not. Now, I want you to be careful. Sometimes I see an E in the word can because our mouth makes that sound, but it's not an E. So can, n, can. And then focus on the second part, not, not, cannot. I cannot go to school today. Cannot. The second compound word is stepmom. Stepmom. The first word in that compound word is the word step. 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 And then the second part is mom, which I think you all know how to spell. Stepmom. All right, our final compound word is going to be the word backpack. Backpack. Start with the first word, back. B-a-k. I put a line here to tell you that it needs to be a digraph. B-a-k, or consonant cluster. Okay, we have a short vowel, a, followed by the k sound. So what two letters can, when put together, makes the k sound? B-a-k. Make sure your B is facing the right way. Now let's do the word pack. A. Same thing, we have a short vowel sound and that sound. So what two letters put together after a short vowel sound make the k sound? B-a-k, b-a-k, a-k. Make sure your p is facing the right direction. Remember to use the resources you have in the room. You can look at the alphabet to see if your letters are facing the right way, both on your desk and in the front of the classroom. All right, just to review our compound words, we have can not, step mom, and backpack. Now we're going to move on to two syllable words that are close. And remember, some of those words may have the schwa sound in it, that really relaxed sound. I'll try my best to help you figure out which vowel that might be. And remember that one part of that syllable is a little bit stressed, a little bit more longer than the other, but straight, the syllable. So our first one is until, until, until. And I accidentally made a whoopsie here, so let me fix that. Until. So we have, let's go ahead and do the first part of this syllable. We have n, 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 So what makes that sound? un, n, and then we'll do till, ill, ill, until. All right, our next closed syllable is the word contest. Con, test. So let's start with the first part syllable, con, k, n, con, k, n, con. And then we'll do the second one, test, t, est, t, est. Contest. I won first place in the contest. All right, our last closed syllable is the word submit. 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 Sub. Sub. Make sure your b is facing the right way. Sub. It. It. Submit. Sub. It. Submit. For our closed syllable words, we have until, contest, submit. If you need a little more time with these words, please pause the video or continue watching if you're ready to move on. Also, remember to raise your hands if you have any questions. All right, let's go down to our heart words for this week. Our first heart word is the word ben. Ben. If you remember, n. So we have a short E sound, n. Spell it how it sounds. The only thing you need to remember is the reason why we have that heart in the middle is you need to double the eh. Double that letter. n. Ben. All right, we have a compound word for our heart words. We have into. Into. First spell in, then spell to, and you have the compound word into. So ben, double that vowel, into, compound word. Now let's talk about the word friend. Remember, I like to think of it as fry end, end, fry end, friend, end, fry end. End, fry end. Okay, now we have a very long word that I've tried to help you out as much as I can. We have because. Get my things facing the right way. Let me make you a little smaller. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, big elephants can always understand small elephants. I'm going to get rid of these and put better ones in there. Big elephants can always understand small elephants. Big elephants can always understand small elephants. So let's do it one more time. Big elephants can always understand small elephants. Big elephants can always understand small elephants. All right, the first word was ben. Double the vowel, spell it the way it sounds and double the vowel. Our second is a compound word, in, to. 3 is friend, fry end. And our fourth one is because. Because big elephants can always understand small elephants. Pause the video if you need a little more time with your heart words. Raise your hand if you have any questions. Otherwise, continue watching to hear your sentences. Both sentences have 6 words. I have the C up here to remind you to capitalize that first letter in the sentence. And I have the P's here to remind you about putting punctuation at the end of those sentences. Excuse me. All right, our first sentence has 6 words, and it is his friend thinks you are upset. His friend thinks you are upset. Okay, let's start with the word his. H is. That capital letter, remember to make that first letter in his capital. H is. This sounds like a Z, but it is not a Z. So what other letter sounds like a Z? H is his. Capital letter. Make sure your letters are facing the right way and they know where they live on the page. Now we have friend. You could always look up here to see how you spelt it. But if you need help, friend. F-R-I-N-D. Friend. F-R-I-N-D. Friend. His friend thinks. I-nk-s. Thinks. I-nk-s. Thinks. I-nk-s. Thinks. His friend thinks. I-nk-s. Thinks. His friend thinks. You. Okay, remember it's not just the letter U. We have the Y sound, and then we have 2 vowels. You are. I have a line here because we have that bossy R. R, think like a pirate. And then there's a silent letter at the end, a silent vowel. R. His friend thinks you are. And then we have our compound word, upset. First part of the compound word is up. Second part is set. S-at. Set. Think about the P in up. Is it facing the right way like this P? Up. Set. Set. His friend thinks you are upset. Remember your punctuation. His friend thinks you are upset. Capital letter, spaces between your words, punctuation at the end. Reread it. Did you get all of the words? Pause if you have any questions with that sentence and make sure to double check everything before continuing. Our final sentence also has 6 words. I made 7 of these baskets. I made 7 of these baskets. I, don't forget, start that with a capital letter. I made. A, d. A, d. Make sure your d is facing the right way. And remember, we have the star here because that A is saying its name. So remember what to put there to make A say its name. A, d. Made. All right, I made 7. Let's start with the first closed syllable or first syllable. Oops. 7. Oops, this stick is on the wrong side. My bad. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my stick in the right way. There we go. 7. Sev. Let's start with sev. Sorry about that. Sev. S-ev. S-ev. Sev. And then we'll do n. E-n. E-n. S-ev. E-n. I made 7. Sev. E-n. 7. Now we have that tricky word of. Okay. I'm going to say of has a scribble letter, so that might help you remember what that first letter is. And what other letter on our sound wall makes the same mouth movement as mm? What other letter makes the sound movement? Okay, so scribble, if you know what I'm talking about, and the other letter other than the that makes it. So there's no U or V in the word of. I made 7 of these. E, S, th, E, S. We got that magic letter that is going to make that vowel say its name. E's, these, E's. And it's not a Z, just so you know. And then we have baskets. B-ass, B-ass, bass. And then we'll do cats. K-a-t-s, k-a-t-s, bass, cats. K-a-t-s, k-a-t-s. I made 7 of these baskets. Remember your punctuation. Make sure your buzz and your puzz and your does are all facing the right way. Spaces between your words. Starting with capital letters, double check everything. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Otherwise, place this in the I'm done pile and find a partner to play roll and read with if there is enough time.